Well, for more on the story, we're joined by Nkululeko Dunga, who's with the EFF in Ekurhuleni. Nkululeko, good evening to you. Thanks for your time. Last week, around about this time, there was very much a possibility that you could well be one of the individuals that would be up for this position, that the mayoral chain would be around your neck. What has happened between then and now?
No, thanks, Kathy. The city of Ekurhuleni does not have mayoral chains, and we are grateful for that because it's an elitist thing to do. But what we can say at this present moment in time is that the EFF withdrew our own candidacy on the basis of analyzing the mood of the council in itself. So we submitted our own candidate, and thereafter the ANC also then reactively submitted a candidate of the mayoral position as well, whilst the DA had already done. And it would have been extremely logical for the EFF to actually continue with the candidacy in the understanding that we only command 13.5% of the electorate and the representation of council, and one would need at least 50% plus one to actually win and come out with the mayoral candidate of choice. And for those reasons, we then opted to withdraw, because we, as an organization, we're not truly obsessed with power, we're not truly obsessed with positions of governance.
Difficult to take that seriously, given the fact that Tania Campbell has been re-elected as mayor. So that means that any debate that suggests that she was taken out of that position as a result of being incompetent simply holds very little water, given what has taken place today in Nkululeko.
Yeah, well, look, the element of incompetency definitely came from the ANC at that point in time. What we had always spoken against with the mayor, and we are hoping that now that she has been re-elected, she'll actually even look at reviewing her stance, and we appreciate the fact that she's able to extend an engagement with the EFF so that we can really have an extensive engagement in terms of what our concerns are. They still remain the same then and even now.
There seem to be a lot of political games at play here in Nkululeko. Let's talk about what conversations were taking place between yourselves and the ANC at the point that Mayor Tania Campbell was ousted 2 weeks ago. Was there an agreement of sort that had taken place? Sorry, we seem to be losing your connection there, but was there an agreement that had taken place? Were there conversations, negotiations, discussions taking place between you and the ANC about what the future of that metro would look like?
It has always, it can never be an engagement between purely the ANC and the EFF. It would be the entire composition of council, because you would understand that if you are a mayor that wants to emerge, and that is for the people, and want to give services to our people, you would have to look at extensive discussions with everyone. Now, ideologically, we have stamped our perspective, and it is unfortunate that neither the DA or the ANC, by the way, could not see anything differently or any candidate outside of themselves. It's once again the obsession of political organizations, so we can't just confine it to the ANC. The DA in itself are people who are also extremely obsessed with self, in as much as the ANC is. So yes, we have had engagements with the ANC, and we never, in actual fact, made those a secret. In actual fact, we made them as public as we can, in interaction, having conversations with the ANC, and trying to formulate a pathway in going forward and ensuring that there's consensus, at least.
Did you anticipate that the ANC would field its own candidate for the position of mayor?
Nothing from the ANC by the ANC should surprise us. And if one is living in a dream, you'd be surprised. So there's nothing that surprises us from the ANC. We understand that they are extremely self-obsessed and they do not see anyone or anything outside of them. For the longest of times,
help us make sense of this. The EFF, when Mayor Tania Campbell was voted out, you voted in support of that motion. Am I correct?
No, we did not.
Okay.
We did not. You can go back to your archives and have a look that we did not. We merely, because we even stated that neither of these organizations have come forward in terms of putting us into confidence as an organization as to why there should be a motion of confidence, but neither did the DA come through in terms of a need for us to vote against the motion.
So what is your approach then to the Ekurhuleni Council going forward?
Consistently the same. Ours is a commitment to the people that voted for the EFF, and over and above that, it's a commitment to the rest of society. We remain in opposition that we have always been as the EFF in Ekurhuleni. Will keep advocating and ensuring that even the current DA administration and its coalition partners adhere to basic principles of ensuring that there is service delivery that is in the mainstream, directed to the disadvantaged communities of the city of Ekurhuleni. We are going to robustly also engage on the issue, and particularly the Department of Waste Management, because for the longest of times we've kept on complaining, even to the previous administration of the DA, to say that there is a problem. In actual fact, the Department of Waste has collapsed under even the current HOD, and we've asked for serious intervention. So we are going to escalate particularly that aspect of it. We are going to ensure that there's electrification and the mode of informal settlements, and particularly as well the motions that were tabled in council. The DA has got to start taking a more proactive stance and ensuring that they effectively implement the decisions of council, particularly on the motions.
But can we expect a bit more predictability about how the EFF will be voting and the position that it will be taking in council? Because in as much as you may not vote, you may not have voted in agreement to the motion to remove Tania Campbell, you did abstain from that vote, and by virtue of doing that, you knew it would result in her not getting enough numbers to retain that position. Today, you have voted deliberately to have her reinstalled as the mayor.
Yeah, but Kathy, let's be honest to the democratic process in itself. It was done through a secret ballot. We know that there are extensive factions within the ANC who might not even have agreed, by the way, to the candidate that was tabled by the ANC in itself. So who's to say that it was the EFF that either supported the candidacy of Tania Campbell? It could have well as been.
So are you saying that you didn't support Nkululeko?
I'm saying to you that you must appreciate that we have done voting through a ballot.
Yes, but I'm asking you to then tell us unequivocally, where do you stand as the EFF on this issue? Did you vote? On the record, did your councillors vote for Mayor Tania Campbell to retain the seat?
What we can state at this current moment is that the EFF is committed. We remain committed to an establishment of government. I mean, that type of question in itself then divorces the element of a private ballot. Then we might as well just done public.
Ultimately, it comes down to the numbers, and in the end, the numbers, of course, they speak for themselves. I can appreciate what you're trying to do, but ultimately, the numbers speak for themselves. So it's neither here nor there. The debate on this issue is pretty moot. Well, look, Tania Campbell spoke about something important, which is about stability of the metro. Are we going to see that in Ekurhuleni?
The ANC is in charge of the country through your own vote. You voted for the ANC, as hence they are in power.
All right. We're going to